Hello, everyone. I just wanted to post something. I've had this theory for a little bit. I've had my speculations ever since this trailer came out 2 months ago. But I just wanted to point this out because, it's a theory. It's a theory. We're supposed to get the second trailer in like 4 days. I believe someone just confirmed it. I'm going to say shout out Mason Parkinson for I follow him a lot. I follow a bunch of other YouTubers, Xenor, but they said that the 25th, and I know Beyond Reporter has been saying the 25th too, something like that. So as of right now, we're supposed to get the second trailer on the 25th, which is in 4 days. So I just wanted to post this theory. And I know we all have speculations that somehow, some way, in some version, Shadow and Sonic are probably going to team up together. Very likely, that's just how the previous movie rolled, with Knuckles and Sonic being rivals and then they end up teaming up with one another. I have a feeling that's how it's going to be like for this movie, which I'm sure a lot of other people are thinking, but how is the question? How are they going to team up with one another? What events will lead up to have them team up with one another? We don't know yet, but I think we can kind of get an idea as to where it might happen. And let me point this out. So throughout the trailer, we first get introduced to them here in Tokyo. We get kind of like a Shibuya background, Shibuya environment, but we can see Shadow here, and this is the start of the fight. This is the start of when everything happens and when they have the first battle. Now, if we go on to the trailer, um, when we first see Shadow with his motorcycle here. When we first see him with his motorcycle, again, love this back shot, reference to Sonic Adventure 2, but I love this back shot. But from this here, if we go on, let me, as a matter of fact, let me put this in slow motion. If you really zoom in, you can see how when Sonic is running, you can see how he's smiling when he's running. Now, this seems to be the same background as it was when they first started fighting with one another. Like you can see here, this is probably like, oh, okay, maybe this is when Shadow slammed Sonic into the ground and kicked the crap out of Tails and broke Knuckles' wrist. But if you can see here in this shot, he's clearly smiling. He's smiling right here. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but why would he be smiling if him and his buddies just got bodied? Like if Team Sonic just got bodied by Shadow, why would he be smiling? It just seems off to me. And I saw this and I'm thinking in the back of my head, okay, there's no way he would be smiling if he just encountered this other hedgehog who he has never met before, but he knows this other hedgehog is dangerous. As we can see throughout the trailer, Sonic is afraid. He does not know what to do. He has never come across an enemy with the same power as Shadow. So why would he be smiling right here? Now this led me to think something must have happened where they end up going back to Tokyo and teaming up with one another to fight, which, speculations that Dr. Robotnik, whether he's teaming up with Gerald Robotnik, I don't know. But they end up double crossing him and doing something, and then Shadow and Sonic have to team up with one another. Because if you look here, you see he's smiling, he's running, he's all happy. We see Shadow use his Chaos Snap or whatever to come in on his motorcycle. Look, Sonic is still smiling. He's still smiling and running like, oh, okay, everything's fine. He's still smiling. We can see Shadow come in here and look. Sonic looks at Shadow, and it doesn't look like Shadow's trying to purposely like land on him. We could just see him like coming in like, hey, what's up? I'm gonna be right next to you. And look, Sonic looks at him. He's like, oh, you're here? Okay, let me roll into the ball and give you space. Let me give you space. And I love that twist he does. That twist is just so cool. And you can see Shadow land here perfectly next to him, but it doesn't show like he has any hint of like aggression right here in this moment. It just looks like he's trying to ride with Sonic, like ride next to Sonic. And they're both going somewhere to fulfill their task, whatever that may be, whether it's stopping both Robotniks. But you can see here that even then, when he rolls into a ball, Shadow just like looking at him. He's looking down at him. And it doesn't look like he has any intent to like fight him or attack him. He's just riding next to him, and it looks like they're just riding together just to, I don't know, go into battle. But and then look, even Shadow's like look like he leans to turn away, and he's like, "All right, let's go." And I think that's like a bit interesting because even in that part of the trailer, Sonic says, "Hey, no cheat code. That's it." I mean, I don't know. They could have pulled that clip from anywhere, whether it's somewhere else in the movie, but I just still find it odd the fact that he would be smiling when Shadow's coming in. And based on the events that lead up previously when they first meet in Tokyo, I find it very, very unlikely for him to be smiling unless he knows that Shadow has his back. He knows that him and Shadow are going to succeed in taking and stopping both Robotniks, whatever they have planned. But they don't realize it at the beginning when they team up with Dr. Eggman to fight Shadow. But I would find it very hard for another reason for him to be smiling unless he knows Shadow has his back, which in this case it looks like he does. And again, this is just my speculation. Um, you can even see he's like, "Oh, okay, cool, we'll ride together," which this shot is amazing. But I just wanted to point that out. I feel like the second main battle to stop both Robotniks could be in Tokyo as well. I mean, it looks like it's the same background. Yeah, you can even see the Japanese signs in the background and everything. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. You have a feeling because he's clearly smiling. Um, but yeah, just let me know your thoughts, or if you think I'm completely wrong, or if you think it could be happening somewhere else, and then the second main fight or the third main fight to stop them would be in Tokyo. And again, we're supposed to be having the second trailer come out soon. We'll see, but yeah. Later, guys.